17 years old and really causing a stir, Beau Greaves is one of the game's greatest prospects. I've not thrown a 180 dart before, so let's see what they've got. The packaging features a nice standard box sleeve, showing the 3 barrels and giving the required weight of the dart. These come in 21 grams and 23 grams and are handmade from very high density, otherwise known as VHD, tungsten. Inside the slip-out sleeve are the darts nicely presented in a nice white flocking insert, with a little flip-up card stating it's a barrel design campaign. And underneath we can see the 3 barrels merging into the vice stems, and held safely in a point protector. You're also provided with 3 long stems, and the 180 flights are held tightly at the top. Nicely presented, nice extra stems, all in all, no complaints here. At a glance, these remind me of the gold Kong darts, crossed with the micro grip from the RVB Gen 3s, but let's get a closer look. The darts feature a smooth silver point that leads into a smooth tapered nose. There are then reasonable gaps between the ring grips, much like an Adrian Lewis dart of old, but in a very bling gold colour. Grip is reasonable on this section at around 6 out of 10. This leads into the first of the micro grip sections, which are further apart than I think the RVB Gen 3, so provide a little more grip and I don't get that zippy feeling that the dart is sliding out of my fingers as I propel it forwards. There is a thicker ring grip section that has a nice reference point and a replicated micro ring grip at the rear, and a 180 etching which is a nice detail to finish the barrel. Vice stems look nice and sleek, especially how they enter the flight, and the flights are the all-black 180 standard number 6 flights that we're used to seeing on modern darts. I'll just show you the sleek profile of these stems. However, I'm not a fan as they are quite brittle and fiddly to put on, but I do like the look of them. So that's the dart in all its glory. Nice design, nothing new, but well put together to suit the player. Let's give them a throw. At 50.8mm long, these are a smidgen too long for me, but I could throw them fine. They have a comfortable feel to them, much like an old pair of slippers you can't throw away, because they just feel familiar. The ring grip at the front holds well, is tried and tested, and provides no surprises. You very much get what you expect. They do travel through the air nicely, and I didn't get any fishtailing with the provided setup. Moving to the middle, the rear of my finger and thumb are touching the micro grips, which is an easy identifying reference point and feels much better balanced for me. I really like that lip that you get just before that micro section. That reference is really key to me finding the same place that I hold the dart each time. The rear felt more slippy, perhaps a 3 out of 10, and would feel the same if you held from the first micro section. It's grippier than the RVB Gen 2 as expected, but I actually prefer a smooth barrel to micro grip personally, as it just feels it slips more easily with those fine rings providing less surface area grip without getting any purchase on the indents of the cuts. My setup now, using the L-style short 190 stems and dimple flights with metal champagne caps. Due to the length of the darts, they do sit a tiny bit lower in the board, but I adjusted my grip ever so slightly and I was able to find a way to gain a high tail entry. These do feel very familiar as I've thrown the Adrian Lewis darts before and also the Phantoms by Red Dragon, so the grip is all too familiar for me. The taper feels much like the gold Kong darts, which is not a bad thing either, as they are a popular barrel, but these are made a little bit longer and may be ideal for those who like Kong darts but prefer a longer barrel. I must say from either the front, middle or rear, these darts fly really well and are quite forgiving and easy to throw. The only thing I struggle slightly with, aside from my preference of length, is smooth points, which fell out of the board a couple of times during filming and I just dislike on a standard dart. So what do I think of these darts? I actually quite like the garish gold that contrasts with the silver. I know colour-wise it can be a clash with flights and stems, as it doesn't quite go with everything, but the barrels themselves are quite an attractive barrel, with lots of nods to familiar darts before it, combined in a way to suit the player, and I can imagine many others who give them a try. There's a couple of weight choices, but not for those who prefer a heavier barrel. Myself, I would team these up with some all black stems and flights, or all white stems and flights, or maybe even clear come to think of it, and I think they would look great. Oh, and of course, I would change out those smooth points, as I rest my finger on the taper and the point, and I don't want any slips as I release. At just under £50 for this player dart, it's not a bad price for the amount of machining and coatings, so I don't think you'll feel short-changed if you buy these. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, share and subscribe, and remember, love darts.